All right, today we're jumping into something that's absolutely crucial and, let's be real, a little scary when you're learning Mandarin Chinese. We're talking about the tones. But here's the thing. If you can nail this, you unlock a whole new level of communication.
So, what if I told you that the simple sound ma could mean mother, or hemp, or horse, or even to scold? How is that even possible?
Well, this is why. The only thing separating those four totally different words is the pitch of your voice. It's wild. For mother, it's high and flat, like this. Ma. For hemp, it goes up, like you're asking a question. Ma. Horse does this little dip and comes back up. Ma. And to scold is a sharp drop. Ma. Yeah. You can see how mixing those up could get awkward.
Okay, so let's really break down what these tones are. The best way to think about them, they're like the musical DNA of Mandarin. Every single syllable has its own unique pitch melody, and that's what gives it meaning.
You know, in English, we change our pitch all the time to show emotion, right? Like when we're asking a question. But in Mandarin, it's totally different. The tone isn't just for flavor. It's a core building block of the word itself. It's just as important as the M or the A in our ma example. We're not talking about an accent here. We're talking about the fundamental meaning of the word.
And this is the key takeaway, really. Getting these tones right isn't just about sounding good or more native. No, it's about being understood at all. Changing the tone is literally like changing the spelling of a word in English. It creates a completely different meaning.
Okay, so it's one thing to know how important they are, but how do you actually get them right? Well, that's where our tone training toolkit comes in. We're going to walk through 3 really simple but super effective methods to get you practicing.
So here's the game plan. We're going to start with a classic technique for building that muscle memory. Then we'll get into how to be your own coach. And finally, we'll turn it into a fun little game to really test your skills.
First up, flashcard drills. And I know what you might be thinking. Flashcards? Really? But trust me, their power is in their simplicity. This whole exercise is about forging a lightning-fast automatic link between seeing the word and making the right sound. So here's how it works. You have your pinyin flashcards. You look at the word, let's say it's ma again. You don't just say ma, you have to actually produce that dipping and rising tone. You just do this again and again and again, and pretty soon, you're not even thinking about it. It just becomes a reflex.
All right, for our next technique, I want to let you in on a little secret. You already have the world's best pronunciation coach on call, 24/7. And you know who it is? It's you. This is all about getting some brutally honest feedback. It's super simple. Just pull out your phone, open the voice recorder, and start saying a list of words. Then, listen back. Is your rising tone actually rising, or does it just sound flat? Is your falling tone sharp and decisive? This step is so important, because how we think we sound often isn't how we actually sound. Okay, and for our final step, let's inject a little bit of fun into all this practice. Because, it doesn't have to be a grind. It's time for the pronunciation challenge. This is where we add a little bit of pressure to the mix. Just set a timer, say for 1 minute, and see how many flashcards you can get through with the perfect tone. You can go up against a friend who's also learning, or, hey, just compete against your own personal best from yesterday. It's a great way to gamify the learning process and really sharpen your skills. So there you have it. We've seen just how critical these tones are, and now you've got a whole toolkit to tackle them. Let's talk about what this means for you, right now, on your path to fluency. When it's all said and done, it boils down to this one simple idea. The whole point of all these drills, all this practice, is to be able to use the 4 tones accurately when you're actually speaking to someone. That's the real goal. And look, there's no magic button here. Mastery just comes from consistent, focused work. It's about grabbing those flashcards when you have a spare 10 minutes. It's about recording yourself and really listening. That's how you build real, lasting fluency. So, the tools are right here in front of you. You've got the what, the why, and the how. The only question left is, are you ready to take on the tone challenge? Because it's waiting for you.